Hello everyone, this is TheRandomEngineer. Today we're gonna see some interesting features, which are the swept bus space and the loft bus space. So a swept bus space is just a profile that follows a path. So by profile I mean any shape that's closed. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. By profile I mean any shape that's closed. And by path, I mean any shape that's open or closed. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it open. There you go. So the triangle right there is the path, the shape, the profile, and those two lines are the path. So I go sweep, profile, select the profile, select the path, and you see how my profile follows my path and it does that shape. So that's pretty simple actually. Let's just try to do something more complex. So I'm gonna go Ctrl+7 to see my planes, select the front plane, no sketch, and let's create a polygon. I want for 5 sides. I'm just going to define it by doing the smart dimension with the concentric circle. 110. Say this point and this point are vertical, and it's completely defined. So now I'm just missing my path. For this case, in this case, I'm gonna show you another type of path, which can be a spline. So select points, and I'm gonna close this spline. So I'm just gonna go like that, so it looks a little bit more complex. And as you see, this radius right here, it's quite small. So let's just see if the feature can do it. And also notice that in this case, the path is closed. So same profile, path, and it takes a little bit more time because of that radius, and it's not going to do it. So let's try to keep the normal constant. Still not doing it because, like I just said before, this radius is too small for the overall shape of the path. And as you see, if I try to do it, it says it failed to complete. So one way of fixing this, I go Ctrl+8, and I increase the radius by pulling on this side, and hopefully now it's good enough. Profile, path, and there you go. Go OK, and this is a really weird shape, which is expected actually just because I didn't give any restrictions to it. So if I go cut view and I go normal to this face, if I can actually do it, you can see how the shape, my profile starts bending, so it follows the path. And you see here it's not, it's actually it's open, so because it's trying to intersect with itself. So that's one option that you can have, and the other option is keep the normal constant. And it's not going to let me do it now because if you go from the top, you can see how this profile can go normal to the can go parallel to this plane, try to propagate to here, and then as long as it goes here, if you try to propagate this shape into a plane that's parallel to this, it's just going to give you a line, and that line is not solid because it's just a surface, and that's why it's not letting you do it. So one way to fix it is I'm just going to create a line as a reference to cut my spline. See, cut, and if I go right click to my spline, I say show curvature comps. You see these lines right here are showing how close is that curvature. So the longer the line, the more curvature you have. So if I go like this, you see how the lines start increasing, and if I go like that, the lines start going slower and slower. And you see this side, how the line disappears. That's because it's got a inflection point. So that's just one way of showing the curvature that you've got. And now it's doing it. I'm gonna hide my curvature. I'm just gonna give it a little shape like that. And as you see, SolidWorks is already building trying to rebuild what I did as a preview. So let it just try to finish calculating. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try to fire it up again. Let me just see if I can do it. Okay, there you go. So let's try again with another not that complex of a shape. So again, any profile and path is just a sketch. Control A to go normal. And in this case, I'm just going to do this simple because my computer can't handle it. So profile, path, and you can see how the shape is propagated along that line. And for this case, if I keep the normal constant, it's pretty much the same result because there's no curvature. And if I want to add some curvature, let's just say you want to delete that. You want creating a big line. So let's just give it some dimensions here so it doesn't go everywhere. 100 and 50 here. So yeah. So now probably you will be able to see the difference between that option and the other one. So if I go from the top and I go sweep, you see how this profile, it's pretty much being copied along the line and being perpendicular to the shape. So you go here, you see how it follows the curvature. If I go keep normal constant, you see how this profile is being copied along the line but parallel to the same plane as it was created. So that's the difference between keeping normal constant and following a path. So I hope that was clear. I'm going to create a new one. In this case, I'm going to show you another option. So I'm going to create a sketch in the front plane. I'm going to create a triangle. Again, if my SolidWorks lets me do it. So line, 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 triangle. I'm going to delete this little bit that was just there. And also on the top plane, which is right there, I'm going to create another sketch. And in this case, I'm going to go from there to there. I'm just going to make this vertical. And I'm just going to say that this line and this point are coincident. I'm not going to say it's concentric. I mean, sorry, the midpoint of the line. I'm just going to extend this line and go like that. So now you can see that as long as the profile is connected to the path, you can create a swept profile, and you can go to the one side, to the other side, or both sides. Let me go options. I'm going to show you something different. You can go twist value for that many degrees that you want on one side and that many degrees that you want on the other side. If you want to go to the other side, just click on that and you see how the shape starts updating itself automatically. So that's another way of using your sweep space. Sorry, sweep. And finally, you see I have a line, but I'm just going to create something more complex so you can see what I'm trying to show you. Control 7 to see an isometric view, and I'm going to show a spline. It's going to be, oh, sorry, Control Z. Spline. Close the spline. Get out of the sketch. And I just have a spline there. Sweep. I'm going to select the path and say I want a circular profile. So if I want a circular profile, it's going to automatically create a circle as a profile. And I just can give it any dimensions there, make it a thin feature with a certain thickness, and just by having one opened or closed the sketch, you can make a shape like that shape that I just did. So let's make something that you can actually see for yourselves and where you can apply the sweep, sorry. Keep saying swept. So in this case, I'm going to create two shapes. Say 100 by 100 and under there, just to keep it the same. Dimensions for 50 and these 2 points horizontal. To say, let's go up to 200. We have those two shapes. Now I'm gonna select the front plane, create a sketch, create a spline from down there to up there. Say this point to that top face of the cylinder. Let's go to 30, and I can change this however I like. Now I can also create a sketch on this face and you see this plane or face is connected to that point. So as long as I follow that, I shouldn't have any problem. I'm gonna go Control 8 just to go normal and create a ellipse. Just creating shapes here, so bear with me if you don't like that much this shape. And you can sort of see what I'm trying to do. Oh, I'm just gonna edit this. Say from this point to this point, always go to 30, no matter what shape I want to make. And try to do the sweep. Profile, path, and there you go. Let's try a click normal constant, and since it's 30, it should go up there. Let's see if we will actually do it, and it did. So that's something you can do just to hide that stuff. I'm gonna say follow path, and as you see, I have two bodies there. I'm gonna say connect all bodies. Use some fillet so it doesn't look that bad. Play a little bit with the dimensions, and if I go no smooth edges and real view graphics, doesn't look that bad. So that's basically a sweep feature and a fillet feature. I hope you guys liked this little tutorial. Let me know if if you guys want to know a little bit more about it, or in what case can be useful for any applications. And make sure to follow me for new videos every week and get more exciting stuff to come. See you then.